It is said that good research creates knowledge, but good scientific writing shares that knowledge with the world. Good morning to one and all. Myself, Sona George, fourth year BSc Nursing. With immense pleasure and great pride, I extend a warm and cordial welcome to all of you to the module on scientific writing skills. From data to document, organized by CEO College of Nursing. Let us start the program with a blessing from the Almighty. I request everyone to stand up for the prayer. I welcome Abhishma and Sona Shaji for the praise song. Thank you, Abhishma and Sona. Today marks the beginning of an enriching academic journey aimed at strengthening the scientific writing abilities of our faculty members, postgraduate students, and undergraduate students. In today's research-oriented healthcare environment, the ability to communicate scientific findings effectively is as important as conducting quality research itself. This module has been thoughtfully designed to bridge the gap between research and publication by equipping participants with the essential skills required for scientific writing. It is my privilege to extend a heartfelt welcome to our respected dignitaries. I warmly welcome our esteemed chairman, Dr. S.P. Yogana sir, Professor of Medicine and Medical Laureate, also today's resource person delivering the session on Basics of Good Writing. Welcome you, sir. I extend a warm welcome to Dr. R. Rajendra Prasad sir, CEMD, CEO Group of Medical Institutions and Director, CEO Hospital to this academic session. Welcome you, sir. A heartfelt welcome to Dr. Seema Yogana ma'am, Vice Chairman, CEO Group of Medical Institutions and Director, CEO Hospital to this session. Welcome you, ma'am. I also take this opportunity to welcome our distinguished other resource persons. Dr. Nagamani.T, Principal, CEO College of Nursing, who will speak on the principles of writing scientific manuscripts. Welcome you, ma'am. Dr. Sangeeta MS, Principal, Suyog Institute of Allied Health Science, who will share valuable insights on writing scientific research paper. Welcome you, ma'am. Mrs. Danya S, Associate Professor, Suyog College of Nursing, who will present this session on overview of grant writing. Welcome you, ma'am. Mrs. Sangeeta BM, Assistant Professor, CEO College of Nursing, who will facilitate the brainstorming session, encouraging the active participation and collaborative learning. Welcome you, ma'am. I extend my warm greetings to all our respected faculty members and dear students who have joined us today. I'm confident that today's session will provide inspire scientific thinking and empower every participant to transform research finding into meaningful scientific publications. With these words, I once again extend a warm welcome to each one of you. May this program be informative, interactive, and highly productive. To mark the auspicious beginning of this scientific session, let us commence with the ceremonial watering of the plant, symbolizing growth, knowledge, and nurturing of the scientific thinking. I respectfully invite our esteemed guests to kindly join us and inaugurate the session by watering the plant. May this symbolic gesture inspire the growth of knowledge, innovation, and scientific excellence. Thank you, esteemed dignitaries. Let us proceed with today's academic program. Now I welcome Ms. Anita Thomas to introduce our esteemed chairman, Dr. S.P. Yoganathan sir.
It is a matter of great pride and privilege to introduce our esteemed chairman, Dr. S.P. Yoganathan sir, a distinguished physician, medical educator, researcher, and prolific author. Dr. Yoganathan sir has made remarkable contributions to medical literature and health education. Over the years, he has authored more than 60 books in Kannada, making scientific and health-related knowledge simple, practical, and accessible to the general public. Some of his notable publications include Arogya Vishwakosha, Samagra Arogya Darshana, Adhyatmika Arogya Darshana, Adhyatmika Arogyada Vaijnanika Nota, Nyan Yaru, Sakare Kaile, Hridayagada, Heart Attack, Stroke, Abhyasagalu Mattu Arogya, Arogya Endareenu, Samagra Vaidya Shastra, Dushchadagalu Mattu Parinamagalu, Pradhana Rogagala Sthula Parijaya, and Samanya Kailegagalu, among many other valuable works. Through his extensive writings and decades of dedicated service, Dr. Yoganathan sir has tirelessly promoted health awareness, disease prevention, holistic well-being, and scientific thinking among healthcare professionals and the public alike. His commitment to medical education, evidence-based practice, and scientific communication has inspired generations of students, teachers, and healthcare providers. As we begin this module on scientific writing skills from data to document, there would be no one more appropriate to deliver the inaugural scientific session on basics of good writing. His vast experience as an accomplished author and educator makes him the ideal person to guide us on the principles of effective writing. May I now request our respected chairman, Dr. S.P. Yogana sir, to kindly address the gathering and enlighten us with his session on basics of good writing. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome him with a big round of applause.
The dignitaries and layers, Dr. Seema, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and principals of nursing college and allied science, and my dear students, faculties, and resource person of today's program. See, the basic question arises: what is knowledge? What is science? This is two important basic questions. You should all answer and find out an answer before you think of writing a scientific paper. A scientific paper is different, is unique from what you write for your exam, what you study in your textbooks. It is little different. That aspect the speakers are going to enlighten you. At the outset, I congratulate our staff for having thought of these type of workshops so that our students will be trying in the beginning from their initial phases of the student days as to know how to write a scientific paper. Really a very good program, and definitely it will throw a light on you in future how to write it. And of course, during the student days also, some of the students here have written the article. That is the uniqueness of our Shiva College of Nursing and Allied Science. So what is knowledge? It's a very important question. What is knowledge? Very difficult to define knowledge. Is it not? Very difficult to define what is knowledge. But at the outset, in my book, Samagra Arogya Darshana, I have defined what is knowledge. If you ask even a vice chancellors and so many laureates and ask them what is knowledge, they are gone defining the ambiguity which our students cannot answer. Don't know. But in a circumscribed, borderline way, knowledge can be defined as the truths of information in and around the universe. So knowledge is knowing the scientific information, the truth information in and around the knowledge, including you. That means the horizon of information of knowledge is very vague, is very enormous, So what is a false in a knowledge, information and knowledge? These are the two important words you must understand. Information and knowledge. Is there any difference between these two words? Anyone? Is there any difference between information and knowledge? Anyone? You must interact. Is there any difference? Yes or no? Huh? Yes. There is a difference. Information means it is a fact which comes to your notice. Right? All informations are not knowledge. What is the definition of knowledge? Get up. Listen. I will tell all of you should repeat. Knowledge is defined as the truthful facts about the universe, all components of the universe. That means it should be a truth. It should be a truth. A false things cannot be knowledge. Understand? You get so many information. All are not truths. The truths, again, there are so many. The truth is also, there are so many forms of truth. It could be physically seen, truth can be physically seen, or it could be experiential. So all informations say truth. Then what is science? A false information. Suppose somebody comes and tells you that some information which comes to you telling that the heart is made up of skeletal muscle. Somebody will come and tell you, no, it is not made of my body. It is made up of some skeletal muscle. Somebody will tell. There is an information. There is called an information which comes to your conscious. So the information. So the truth is, what is the real truth? Which is proved by evidence. It is proved by evidence. There must be evidence which is demonstrable. All truths cannot be demonstrable. Some truths are experiential. Some truths are experiential. They cannot be demonstrated in a laboratory. Right? So all truths, depending on the truths also, some truths are visual, some truths are tactile, some truths are experienceable. Suppose if you tell I am very happy, look at it. Suppose if you say that you demonstrate me how you are happy. Can you demonstrate? It is an experience. It is an experience. So therefore, while searching for a truth, there are so many horizons. You should look. All you see may not be truth. May not be truth. All you hear may not be true. They are all only information. Then what is an information? A knowledge could be truth. A truth could be transient. It could be transient. It only lasts for some few seconds, few days or so. It could be eternal. The truth could be eternal. That means, suppose you tell in the medical world a trauma is there. Whatever the changes that happens during a trauma is only transient. Whatever the signs you see there is only for only few time, few hours, few days. So it's a transient truth. The science is transient. Whatever the scientific truths you have there is transient. So science is a truthful facts which are demonstrable or experienceable. And then maybe there must be an evidence. That evidence, either you can experienceable evidence or a demonstrable evidence by various means. So what I was to tell you, the truth could be transient. The science knowledge could be transient, or it could be permanent, eternal. For example, to give an example, I gave one medical example. I give one a geographical example. The climate of Mysore is science, truth. The climate, whatever climate you experience, you have in Mysore, is a truth. But the same climate you will not have if you go to port. The science, the truth there, the scientific fact there is different. The scientific fact is different. So, science could be variable. The scientific facts can be variable. What is the truth? There are some universal truths. There are some universal truths. So, what are all universal truth? What are all circumstantial truth? That also you must know. What is the universal truth? The earth is like a globe. Is a universal truth. The structure of the heart. It has got endocardium, myocardium, and pericardium. Does it vary universally? Does it vary Indian and American? The function of the heart, or function of the human body, structure of a human body is universal. So like that, a scientific fact can be a particular role. It could be transient, it could be circumstantial, it could be universal. This you must know. Don't expect same scientific facts everywhere sometimes. So this is a very important aspect that you must know. While writing a paper, see, any article when you are writing, you want to, I will come to the scientific paper later. Any article, if you want to write, supposing I will ask you to write, you write on the functioning of the structure and functioning of the heart. You must have a good knowledge on this, you must have a good knowledge on the language in which you are writing. It is very, very important. A good language you must know. What is a language? A language should be as far as possible a simple language. Suppose you are writing an article in English, don't use all metamorphic words, all words with implicit meaning. If somebody has to refer another dictionary to understand that word. A simple word, language, good language, a simple word should be used. And your construction of sentence should be very small and simple. So to do all that, you must be an expert in the subject. So before you start an article, you must become a master of the function of the heart and structure of the heart. You must see. Nowadays, the Google is there. Very easy for you people, you know. It's very easy. For us, in our days, we used to go to library, refer 10, 12 books, that big, this big, by this fellow, that fellow, because whatever the information one book has, some of that information is not available in some other book. We should. Nowadays, the greatest advantage, it has got disadvantage also. The greatest advantage you have, the knowledge is at your palm. ಅಂಗೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಇದೆ ಈಗ. ಅಂಗೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ, ಅಂಗೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ಞಾನ. Please, as youngsters, don't go to Google or ChatGPT all of a sudden. You use it. It's very good. Don't straight away ask, give me an article on heart, structure and function. Don't ask. Don't ask me. You refer books, standard authenticated books, you refer. You prepare an article. You prepare an article. See, when you are writing an article, as I said, language is very, very important. Very simple language. And how to start is very important. How to start an article. Supposing if I give you for 10 people to write an article, all 10 people will write 10 different in a different style. In a different style. Good. But how to enter into an article is a the starting point of entry into the article is very, very important. Because your article, your knowledge will be read by somebody. Though you are the author, you are not the reader. Reader is somebody else. So, your article should be centered. When you start reading, it should be readable. It should initiate the interest to read further. The first 3-4 lines, if you write such a very, not a good word, not a good sentence, construction of sentence is very, very important. The reader, in the first first paragraph of an article is very, very important. If you don't make it attractive, initiative, inclusive, then the reader may not get an interest to read further. So entering into an article, supposing I will ask you to tell a good heart, check a good heart. How you must start? Heart is a very important organ in the human body. Don't start. Heart is made up of endocardium, myocardium. It is in the left side of the thoracic cavity. Don't write that first. So the important message should come in first 2 or 3 lines. So it should be a methodical explanation of an article. And conclusion, the entry into the article, then the body of the article. Entry should give you your overall view. The overall view is some interesting points about the article in the first paragraph. The middle paragraph, body of the article, will explain the content. The content, the real content of the article should not come in the first body. Last is also very important. Because in the process of study, last conclusion, last paragraph of your article should be conclusive. It's a take-home message. So all these things you learn only when you start writing, and it needs a group. It needs a group. So therefore, this is about the scientific articles. When you want to write a scientific article, is an article where on the existing information, there is already established existing information, right? Taking those existing facts and information which are proved beyond reasonable doubt, you are going to prepare in your experience whether these facts, when you apply these information to a given patient or to a given circumstance, what do you feel? What is your result? What is your result? This is one way of looking at a problem. Whether what these people have already established? In your study, those informations are correct, or there is variability? That you must, that is one type of paper. So already established facts, that facts you are going to apply and find out whether those are the truths which you have also experienced. Yes, what you have said is correct. This is one way of writing an article. The another way, very important, scientific paper would be where there is a dilemma, where there is a diversity, where the facts are not proved. This may be, that may be. This may be, that may be. Taking those type of information which are not, which are dynamic, still not static scientifically, what you have read, what is your experience, what is your take of analysis. These scientific papers should go. They have more value. They throw a more light. A scientific paper may not be totally conclusive. It may not be totally conclusive. What all comes in a scientific paper, don't feel that is the end of it. It's an eye opener. There are eye openers. This may be like this. This may not be like this. So in an area which are fluid, so therefore that stimulates your brain to think further. So with this, all of this, here is the presentation of the teachers, and try to find out. Each individual having your own interest. I'm sure our teachers is going to give you some subjects. See, for you people, you should take clinical subjects. Because we have a hospital, patients are available to you. What you have read in your books, whether it is true, clinical trials. So you can do clinical trials. So therefore, it is very interesting. It is just like investigating a criminality. The science is investigating a criminality, a criminal event. Very interesting. So therefore, please develop this scientific vision. One thing I am going to tell you, youngsters. Never dispute anything. In life also, so many things, so many thoughts will come to you. Scientific. I am telling you as per the science is concerned. In life also, as far as the words are concerned, if you get any information, you evaluate. Don't suddenly embrace this as a truth, because informations are not truths. So therefore, keep your eye open, keep your mind open, investigate with the information you have, and discussion is very, very, very important. Here, while writing a paper, you discuss with your friends, then charge dignity. Yes, being a writer, though I am an old timer, now I also use charge dignity. When, Lord, have I missed anything? Or whether this AI can think better than me? After writing the article, I will take and ask, it will give, then I will compare. And assess myself and assess the AI. Understand? So therefore, all of a sudden, please use AI is a tool to the one. It will kill your brain. It will kill your creativity of your brain. So therefore, please use it as complementary, not substitute. Come on, repeat. I will use. Please repeat. I will use AI at last as a complementary, not as a substitute. This is the oath I have taken. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your enlightening and inspiring session on basics of good writing. Your insightful explanation of the fundamental principles of effective writing, enriched by your vast experience, has provided us with a strong foundation for scientific writing. I express our sincere gratitude to you for sharing your expertise and wisdom with us.
Next, I welcome Dr. R. Rajendra Prasad sir, CEMD, Sion Group of Medical Institution and Director, Sion Hospital, to share his thoughts about this session. Welcome you, sir.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, teachers, principal, faculties, medical students, both nursing as well as allied students. First of all, this session should not go to sleep because the topic itself is little dry, because it is not interesting like human physiology or pathology or any kind of things. It's mainly related to the article, leading to research, leading to patents. A lot of terminologies. Initially, if I use multiple words, it will be difficult for you to do. And I am not here to give as an expert resource person regarding any topic, but I need to motivate few things which will be useful for your career. Because as individuals, what happens in degree level, you are all degree students, right? So once you go to the postgraduate level only, we always think of article, publication, research, patency words are used. But you are lucky enough, your so-called principal madam Nagamani initiated you people to think on article. Because first of all, before writing an article, you should know the difference between a textbook, article and research. Now, you have a lot of thinking in your mind. Why should I write an article when you have a textbook to read? You understand? So your ultimate aim, once you join for any degree course, is that you need to pass, go to some topic, to join a job. Once it comes for a studying for a textbook, once you study a textbook based on the syllabus, what syllabus is given by the Rajiv Gandhi University, you study and you pass. Then why article? Anybody answer why article? Why you are troubling us with an article? Textbook is there. I will score good marks. I can become a rank student. Then why should I go for an article writing? Can anybody say you? So it will be more interactive. Otherwise, you will be sleeping. You are yawning so much when sir started talking. You are sleeping. I saw you sleeping. Sir, madam has made you to understand for this topic. It should be more interactive. It is not one-way session that will come. Madam will talk on plagiarism, methodologies, and you will be sleeping. It should be interactive. It has been told 1 week or 2 weeks ago that there will be a topic on skill writing. At least something you would have read and come and what is the benefit of that? Tell me, ma, why should you write an article? You only. Yeah, tell me your opinion now. I'm not taking why you are making it effective. Why you write an article? Hey, don't shouting here, please. If you have something, you have come to this topic, sir has given you open the podium for information. Lot of things are told. Information, knowledge, truth, untruthful, lot of things are told. Textbook is there, so we study. Why do you write an article? Something will be in the mind, no? No idea. Sit down. The purpose of reading a textbook is that, no doubt, you need to pass the exam, you need to clear the exams. Article writing is an art. It won't come overnight. You need to develop something called as inquisitiveness. Some topic, for example, I'm giving an example. You all people are nurses now. You're going to become a nurses in future. You give IV line, IM, or different method, SC, different methodologies of giving techniques are there to give injections. Okay. For some individual will develop, shall I do this technique? There is a standard techniques protocol followed for many years. See, textbook is nothing but followed for many years with a mild change in the syllabus. Rajiv Gandhi, what does it do? Few people will be there, the higher most individuals will be there, the researchers, they will change the topic and give the same, but there is 100% difference in an article writing and textbook. So the article writing is an art. It should develop an inquisitiveness. It may develop today, tomorrow, or day after. But today is the day when Madam has told something so that we need to write an article. Do you know where do we stand in India in article writing and research? Can anybody at least that will be able to do it? Where do we stand? We stand in the third position. We are not in first. But nowadays, an institution should grow, an university should grow, means an individual's skill is very important. Not like you finish your lesson, you join for a job. We won't run the show like that. You need to have an individual article writing, research, publications should be more, and followed by that, based on this course, you may get patency. Anybody know what is patency? You understand? Patency is also part of it, so that we get a hold on some subject. You have founded some research in ID. ID, you know the normal methodology, what is the technique to give an ID. You have got some inquisitiveness, you made some such technique. That's your right, that is a patency. That's the idea. But article, research and patency comes not by overnight, by your research. It could be in the lab or it could be doing in a classroom and doing it. So, side by side when you are doing your theory class, you need to develop an inquisitiveness of how to write an article. Because article is not an easy thing, unless until you put an effort. Theory you will sleep and study, as I told you, use Google. Google, if you use, I tell you, your brain will be dead. It becomes rotten. Because you don't know what is truth. Suddenly, if you, for example, if anybody says there is a toothache, if you open the Google, what happens to the ultimate? It will realize death. That is not ultimate. Unless until you refer books, you get to open your minds to get research, things won't work. Article. Research is a big term. Article writing should happen in a slow method. Unless until you take help of your teachers, it won't happen. I told you, India stands in third. The first is China. The virus, COVID came also from China, but research, they have the top priority. They give the top priority in China for research, article writing. Second stands the best of best US. Third is India. You need to cope up for the first in India, every individual, that inquisitiveness, that is missing. If you use your chat GPT, AI, no inquisitiveness. Madam will ask you a question, type, yes, but this is the answer. No, things won't work. Your mind is dead. You need to be an example to your juniors. How does it happen? It should start from you. You develop that same thing to your juniors. So chat GPT, those things will definitely, it becomes underdeveloped country. Now we are in developing stage. We are in the third. Global ranking is third. We should always think local, act global. We are in third stage. First is 25% increase in China. Second is your USA. We stand third. We work so much. When you compare, for example, in Mysore, hope you know or not, I don't know, the pharmacy of JSS stands first in pharmacy research. Do you know all anybody? JSS? You heard of JSS now? Simply the name has not come. Not by the results, not by getting gold medals. They have made a research. The pharmacy of JSS is top because they give preferences. Not only for paying the salary for the individual. You get a job, that's not the end of it. You need to develop inquisitiveness to write. And ultimately, the purpose of writing an article should be useful for the society. You understand? In textbook, what you read, when you read the textbook, you pass the exams. They are excellent. No. The purpose of writing an article is you should have a benefit to the society. Anything you should talk in terms of society. It is not just for the sake of writing an article. And plagiarism, a lot of other things are there. I think it will be read by who is talking about plagiarism, madam? Madam, Sangeeta madam, who is talking about plagiarism? Anybody is talking? You are not knowing, huh? Yeah. Those kind of things should have. That is what. You have next level of thinking in this session. This is the initial session. What I am telling is there is always a difference between your textbook and article. So article arises not overnight. You need to think. You need to have the simplicity with nature. And so much society has given to you. What are you giving to the society? It will be given only through writing articles, doing research, making patents. For that you need to input, not sleeping in the very important interactive session. It will be interactive. You need to have some doubts. If you have a doubt today, tomorrow you will have a development of writing an article. Today if you are sleeping forever. So India will be sleeping. You need to awake the India. So that every individual should be awake of writing an article. So I wish this program is a successful event. I wish everybody will be active participant. I wish by the end of this year, let us see how many people will start at least writing an article. Not necessarily to be publicized. At least you write an article. Okay. Good luck.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable and inspiring words. Next is a short break. Kindly please report after 10 minutes. Thank you, Dr. Yogana, sir, for the informative session.
A warm good morning to all my dear students and staff members. Firstly, I congratulate our staff for having the thought of initiating to have this program. I feel so jealous of you as students in our institution, because as student, I think they are third or fourth years? Huh? Fourth years. Okay, when I was a student, nobody, we did not have this kind of exposure of article writing as a topic of seminar. First of all, when we did our professional courses, I think it is a proactiveness of the teachers to conduct such seminars and throw light upon all these kind of activities. By the time when you choose to do any kind of clinical research, or if you are proceeding to your MSc, you will be already knowing what is the article and how to write it. Of course, there are two types of article, primary, secondary, and you should be able to know, the words that are attached to the article, the plagiarism, and critical research articles, the review articles. Review articles are way far easier to write when compared to research articles. Okay, so these things, when I was a student, all I learned when I was doing my PG second year. So you are in nursing third year, first year. So you people are exposed so much, in your earlier days of the professional course. By this, what I want to convey is, of course, about article. Yogana sir also spoke very extensively. Rajendra sir also throw light upon what is article and everything. Of course, your teachers also will be guiding through everything. What I'm trying to tell you is, you are in a very blessed situation wherein teachers are so proactive to teach you everything. So make the best use of it and get a good version of writing side of you. Okay, so we are going to give platform to you to write articles in our own health magazines. So every patient who gets discharged from our hospital gets a magazine every when the patient is discharged, where if you are selected to write an article, your article will be there in that magazine. So these initiatives are taken in order to promote you as good writers, and we also create a platform platform to you to make your writing skills available for the public as well. So these things are initiatives that has been started. So kindly take good help from the teachers and try to improvise on those lines. Okay, all the very best. Oh, and I once again thank all my staff members to have taken this wonderful initiation. Okay, I want to have a big round of applause to our staff, especially Nagamani and Sangeeta and support staffs, Sangeeta, Dharnya, and you are also Suman. All of you, I want this proactiveness from the teacher side as well, and reciprocatedly, you people also should take such kind of help from the teachers. Once again, I want to have a big round of applause just for the teachers from the back benches. Loudly, more loudly, who are always trying to come with some kind of an initiative so that to make you more active and to involve you and to get the best version of you. So kindly, I'm requesting all the students, because I don't see much of proactiveness from the students as yet. Maybe you will be more proactive in the next session. Today it was a very dull crowd. I felt like that. I want you to have an inquisitive face and a smile on your face. Okay? No drooping shoulders. Sit straight. You're all so young. And I want you all to look fresh. Have a little smile on your face. Okay? Because this kind of initiative requires a lot of preparation from the teachers. Okay? So you have to be responsive and reciprocated towards that. Alright? So once again, all the very best and hope to have a very good session. Okay? Keep your mind very open for all the sessions. Okay? Good.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your encouragement.
So let us have a short break for 10 minutes, tea break. So we distribute tea and let us refresh and restart the session. Okay?